Hi, and welcome to an RPM tutorial on how to import into reps. Now in this tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you how to do a quick and easy import into your reps. Some forewarning, you will need agencies created before you do this import, as reps only exist under an agency and cannot be created without an agency. So the first thing we'll do is go to the top left menu into reps. Then we'll go into the more drop down here, click on import. And then we'll just click on this blank import file, which will pull up this Excel here. And then I pre-populated it, but it will come blank. And you'll want to fill in the values. So the B column here, agency, you'll need to make sure that this references an existing agency in your RPM. So make sure to do your agencies first before you attempt your rep import, or else you'll just get a bunch of errors. Now, for the reps here, you'll definitely need the agency column filled out, and then first and last name will also need to be filled out. Those are the only three required fields. You can leave the rest blank if you would like to. Stuff like email will make it way easier down the road if you wanted to just quickly enable or turn off salespersons. You can use the password reset option to send them a quick invite into RPM, and they'll have access to their rep login, the information you let them see once that's available. So the type here just lets you choose manager and rep. If you're not going to enable the user, you might as well make them both a manager and a rep, because it only really matters if you turn them on. The difference between the two user seats is that the manager can see all of the commissions under the agency, whereas the rep user can only see commissions assigned to themselves. So if you do have a scenario where you want multiple users that you know are just reps, you can just put rep in here, and otherwise you can just put manager and rep. There's also the third option of just using manager, but it's kind of pointless, as if they're just a manager, you can't assign them commissions, so you might as well just make them both for ease of use. So manager and rep are just rep for type. And then for the enabled column, this is if you want to have them turned on. This is also kind of a field that isn't overly useful. You might as well leave it as disabled or just leave it blank. If you leave it as enabled, you'll have to manually set the passwords after the import, which you probably don't want to do for security reasons. So you might as well leave it disabled, fill in their email, and then just use the password reset or invite to invite them, and that will turn them on once they accept it anyways, and that'll let them choose their own password rather than you having to pick the password for them and then email that password to them in hard text, which you don't really want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much the import. You can fill in some more information as needed. And then again, just like the agency import, if you have any custom fields or basic fields as they're now called that you want to import into, just append them to the end here as the column headers and then fill their data in as normal. Yeah, so the basic fields, it will be covered in another video. If you don't know what those are, they're pretty much extra field sets that don't come default in RPM. So if you had a situation where you wanted to fill in like ACN number or some sort of ID that isn't in RPM as the default field, that's what basic fields are meant for, and you can import into those as well. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole tutorial. If you have any more questions, please send them to support@rpmtelco.com, or if the video is not clear, please send any feedback to that email as well. Thanks a lot.